Hi guys, welcome back to another yoga flow, and today is going to be yoga for headaches. So I'm sorry that you're not feeling so well, but I really hope this flow helps you. We are going to be using a block of this kind of size and shape today. You could use a book with like a blanket over, just something of this size for a neck release at the end. And also to prop up our hips, but it's totally optional if you don't want to prop up your hips as well. We are going to start in child's pose today, and I would recommend dimming the lights if you can, or closing your curtains. Sometimes harsh light can make headaches feel a lot worse. I know they can for me anyway, so make sure your setting is nice and comfortable, in some comfortable clothes, and come on down to child's pose. So big toes to touch, resting the body forward. You can rest your forehead onto a block if you prefer. Or you can bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. So sometimes for some of us, having the head all the way down is quite far to go. So it's quite nice to have it on the block. So whatever you prefer, just make sure the forehead is supported. Hands can rest wherever you wish. And just take a moment to allow the head to be heavy. The head to be fully supported. And just checking in if we are holding on to any tension through the body that we might not necessarily need to be. So maybe it's through the fingers, the toes. Sometimes we clench our jaw and we don't realise. So see if you can allow each exhale to like wash over you. Washing away tension, stress, worries. Soft breaths in and out of the nose. Really watching your own breath, so noticing the sound of that breath, how it feels. Maybe the head is starting to feel heavier and heavier. Creating a little bit more of a massage into the forehead. And then let's go with that. So rocking the head slowly from side to side, whether we're on the block or forehead is on the mat. Just gently rock the forehead from side to side, massaging across the top of the brow. Just can be a subtle movement, or maybe you really want to like turn the head, so you might even like massage towards your temple. Just slow, mindful movements. Wonderful. And then coming back through the middle, just allow the forehead to really be heavy. Lovely. Slowly using your hands to press into the mat, lifting the head, coming to a seat. So if kneeling's not comfortable, sit some other way. We're just going to stretch out through our neck. So relax the hands, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. Tell your left shoulder to relax and let go. Good. And then chin down towards the chest. Take left ear to left shoulder. You can keep your eyes closed or kind of half open. And then let's go for these head rolls. So maybe little half semicircles. Maybe some of us want to drop the head all the way back. If you find any little tight spots, see if you can work into that. Maybe take a couple of breaths there. You might find when you start to move the head around, you start to feel like pulling and tightness, maybe through an area through the shoulder or even the upper back. And see if you can just get really curious with it. Where needs your attention right now? Where needs a little bit of your love, a bit of your nourishing breath? So really mindfully just working into that neck joint. Lovely. And then rolling the chin down towards the chest. Allow the head to be heavy. Good. Bringing the hands out in front, tucking the toes. And we're going to come to a ragdoll forward fold. So walking the hands back, keeping the head nice and low. Knees are nice and soft. So it's not about the hamstrings at all today. We want to release through the neck and the upper back. So this is going to help out with our headaches. So just check in that we're not holding up the head in any way. Maybe with a little nod of the head. Yes. Gentle shake. No. And as you relax your facial muscles, see how gravity wants to pull them. Just allow the face to be heavy. Imagining any tension, any stress, just like dripping out the top of your head and let it wash away. Lovely. And then walking the hands up onto the knees. Like a little bit of a half forward fold. Lovely. We're going to walk our hands forwards. And you can either take child's pose, you can either take a downward dog, or maybe just a little cat-cow in all fours. But in your down dog, soften through your knees, so make it a little bit more gentle down dog. And let your head be really heavy once more. Give it a little nod out, yes and no. Just feel that nice lengthening through the spine. So taking a little bend in your knees in your down dog today enables you to find more length in the spine maybe. Good. And then walking the hands towards the feet and the feet towards the hands. So you'll meet in the middle. Soften the knees, head is heavy. Slowly, slowly roll up. So shoulders are heavy, arms are heavy. Roll yourself up. Coming to standing. Shoulders roll away from the ears lightly. Lovely. We're going to take a little wide leg forward fold. So whatever's comfortable for you here. It doesn't need to be like the widest forward fold you've ever done. Take a breath. And then as you exhale, forward folding, hands maybe slide down the legs. Hands drop down, and the hands are for support. So let your head go. Shifting the weight forwards into the toes. Now for some of us, we might be able to even get our forearms down so we can really relax. Again, this is a nice place to have the block if you want. You can even hold it here. Just make sure that head is really relaxed. For some of us, you can even get the crown of your head down onto the mat. And you can take a little bit of a massage here, shifting the weight forwards and back. But, you know, be in a place where you're at ease. Maybe there's a little softness through the knees here as well. Eyelids are soft. Take a little wriggle out of the jaw, maybe a little left and right, a little open and close of the jaw. Lovely. And then slowly walking the hands back underneath the face. Let's bring our feet together, or hip width apart, a little bit wider than hip width apart. We're coming into yogi squat. So dropping the sit bones down. You can come into your traditional yogi squat, or make it a little bit more comfortable. Use your block to sit on into your malasana yogi squat. Palms together at heart center. And then look down towards your fingertips so the back of the neck is nice and long. So your whole spine is nice and straight from the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. Wonderful. And then let's bring our hands behind, remove the block. We're going to come on down and use this block to massage through our neck. So as I say, you can use a book or something like that with a blanket over. And you're aiming to have this block where your neck meets your skull. I think it's called the occipital joint or occipital bone. You want it kind of here. So when you come down to lying, okay, you might need it on like a high setting or a lower setting. So when you come down to lying, your neck kind of like hangs off the block, almost like it's just like a hammock, just really relaxed. Good. And then allow your head to be heavy. Now you'll find that there's like two muscles that run, or two like strands of muscles that run down the side of the neck. So just relax the shoulders, take a breath. And then as you exhale, turn your head to the right. You need to kind of like go over the hump of that muscle in the neck. Allow your head to be heavy to the right. Good, and then bring it back through center. Go over that hump again. And then turning the head to the left, over that hump of muscle. A couple of breaths there. And then back through center. Now, you are so welcome to hold any particular shape. Like if you've got a point there that needs like some pressure to it, totally be there. But for some of us, just moving the head slowly from side to side is a really nice neck massage. So just do whatever feels good for you today. And as you bring attention to that area, see if we can encourage some relaxation through the muscles, through the connective tissue. You can totally stay with this if you want. Like if this is like a revelation to you, totally stay here. Otherwise, bringing the head back through center. Now bring your chin to your chest, hands to the block. Now the floor is going to feel really far away now that you've stretched out your neck. So when you bring the block away, just slowly bring your head down. It's going to feel a bit further. Good. Take a little rock from side to side, massage into the back of the skull. Wonderful. And then either just lengthening the legs up to the sky, you can even have your legs up against a wall. That is just like the best thing ever. You can even bring a block underneath the hips, also up against the wall, or just in the middle of the room, you know, whatever. And just allow the legs to be heavy. So like no need to be rigid with it. Knees are soft, ankles are soft. Close off the eyes. You can just imagine that you're like falling through space. Allowing the shoulders to sink into the mat. Feeling that relaxation travel up the neck, to the jaw, behind the ears, in front of the ears. Relax the cheeks, around the eye sockets. See if you can soften the temples, across the forehead. And then when you're ready, landing the feet down. You can remove the block if you wish. Bringing the hands to the belly. Knees drop in towards one another and just breathe freely in and out of the nose. You are so welcome to stay here and take your own Shavasana or take your own rest. Otherwise, if you'd like to join me, come find a comfortable seat in your own way, whatever way suits you. Coming up to find a comfortable seat. Relaxing the hands to the heart, hands into prayer. And then bringing the thumbs to touch in between the eyebrows on the forehead, making a couple of circles here. Resting the head onto those knuckles. Take a moment to really thank yourself for carving out this little bit of time to give yourself some relief, hopefully. And then dropping the hands down, blinking the eyes open. If Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga flow today. I really hope it helps you. If you have anyone you know that you think could benefit from any of these poses, please do go ahead and share. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.